Hi, in this video, pag-usapan natin kung paano gawin ang Chapter 4, that is the discussion part of your research paper. So this is the introduction or intro statement. It says, this discussion pertaining to the results of the study is presented in this chapter. Discussion followed the sequence of topics by which results were presented in Chapter 3 of this paper. So ibig sabihin nito, yung order ng discussion ng parts ng Chapter 4 ay the same order dun sa Chapter 3 sa results. Okay. Tingnan muna natin kung what we have in our Chapter 3, kung paano present yung Chapter 3 muna. So, Chapter 3 is the presentation of your results. Okay. So, ito yung intro part. And una, yung level of variable 1. Okay. Variable 1 or level of variable 1. So, in this example, variable 1 is school climate. So, ang first paragraph is about the overall results. Okay, so andyan yung overall mean and standard deviation. Overall mean and standard deviation ng variable. Okay, and kung ano ang descriptive level niya. Anong ibig sabihin ng description na high level. Okay, ayan. Oftentimes manifested. And anong ibig sabihin ng standard deviation. Okay, andyan yan. And then, inisa-isa per indicator based sa table 1. Sa table 1, arrange ang indicators based on their means from highest to lowest, 3.79. So, pinakaunang expectation. So, ganun din ang pag-present dito. So, looking at the data per indicator, it can be seen that the expectations got the highest mean rating of, ano yung mean, and followed by, ano yun, and ano yung mean, and then, followed by, indicator 3, and then yung mean niya. All of these indicators have mean ratings described as high level. So, inisa sila ng percent because they all have high levels. Okay? Finally, school safety, yung last natin, got a mean rating of 3.35 and which is moderate level. And also, the standard deviations of the indicators range from 0.49 to 0.63. Inisa lang sila because these standard deviations are all less than 1, which imply that ratings obtained from the study are very close to the mean. Meaning to say, it indicates consistency of the responses of the participants. After that, sa results ito Chapter 3. After that, inisa-isa yung mga indicators as well as the items in the questionnaire. So, the high level rating of 3.79 on expectations means that it is oftentimes manifested. So, dito, i-discuss na, ipipresent na yung results, yung mean ng each item in the questionnaire for the highest indicator una. So, expectations. So, similarly, the data in the appended table 1.4, so this is in the appendix, hindi na siya present sa Chapter 3, nasa appendices na siya, table 1.4. So, isa-isahin, it shows that the students gave high-level ratings, on the following views. To wit, ito yung specific verbatim na item doon sa questionnaire. Okay, so having teachers who encourage students to share their ideas about things we are studying in class. So, ang mean yan ay 4.12. Having teachers that often require me to explain my answers. Ang mean ay 3.97. And so on. Ito naman, sa table 1.4, hindi naka-arrange from highest to lowest ang mga items. But, in presentation in Chapter 3, dapat naka-arrange sila from highest mean down to the lowest mean. Pero, ang i-present lang yung may high levels. Very high and high levels. Yan lang yung mga importante. Okay. So, tingnan natin yan sa Chapter 4. Ano ang kaibahan nila? Chapter 4. Ito, level of school climate. So, or level of variable 1. First paragraph natin, it pertains to the overall result. Overall result. So, the overall level of school climate of the private schools in Barangay Ilang is high. Okay. In fact, 3 of the 4 domains have high-level ratings. Okay. So, this pertains to the results. Okay. Tingnan natin yung table 1. So, andito, very high ang overall result. Okay. So, yung sa indicators niya, 3, yung high. So, minention niya ng author. And among the high-level rated indicators were expectation, support, and peer social climate, while school safety was rated moderate level. Okay. This means that the grade 10 students oftentimes manifested the positive characteristics of school climate described in the questionnaire. So, eto naman ang statement na ito galing sa fact na high level yung overall level ng school climate. Okay? So, oftentimes manifested. Galing dito yan. Right? Table 1. So, ano ngayon? Ang idadagdag lang natin yung literature that supports your result. So, this is your result. Okay? Alam na natin ito sa chapter 3. Ngayon, binigyan lang tayo ng glimpse dito sa chapter 4. And so, dapat may supporting literature tayo. So, sabi ng author, this conforms to the pronouncement of the Center for Social and Emotional Education 2010 that the school where there is a positive school climate is a place where people, both students and staff, feel socially, emotionally, and physically safe. Okay, it is a place where students and their families, educators, and school staff are engaged and respected. So, this one, eto na yung literature natin that supports our result. Okay? Bakit nag-support? Kasi yung result natin, ang sabi, very high ang school climate kasi high din yung expectation, yung support, at saka yung peer social climate. So, nag-support yan. This result conforms to the result of this one. Okay? So, they are parallel. And take note dito, yung literature natin, hindi kagaya the way it's presented in RRL. Kasi sa RRL, yung source ng literature nilalagay natin dito sa ending. Okay. So, ginagawa, itong Center for Social and Emotional Education, nilalagay dito sa end ng statement. And then, yung year. Okay. Sa chapter 4 naman, sa discussion, of course, nauuna yung mga statement na ganito, no? And then, followed by the source. Okay? So, this conforms to the pronouncement of, and then yung source, and then yung statement. Okay? Alright. So, at least meron kang isa or dalawang support, ng result mo. And take note that this literature should be in your RRL as well. Should be in your RRL. Kung naghanap ka kung pag-revisit mo sa RRL mo, wala ka namang literature doon that supports your result, maghanap ka ng bago. Maghanap ka ng literature that would really support your result. And if that literature is not included in your RRL, then add that to your RRL. Okay? So when you do your chapter 4, you must also revisit your chapter 2, your RRL. Chapter 1 yung RRL. Okay? And ito naman another results pa rin ito. Among the 4 domains, expectations got the highest rating. So, una na tayo per indicator na. Okay? Unahin natin yung highest na indicator, which in this case is expectations. Okay? The data shows that it is often manifested that teachers in these schools have high expectations on the students by encouraging students to share their ideas about things that they are studying in class, requiring them to explain their answers, assigning homework, and challenging tasks. Saan ba ito kinuha? Saan ba yan kinuha, ma'am? Okay. Kinuha natin ito ay dun sa chapter 3. Okay? Sa chapter 3, tingnan natin ulit ha. Sa chapter 3, inisa-isa ng kopya yan. Verbatim. Ayan. Okay? So, sabi dito, the appended table 1.4 shows that the students gave high-level ratings on the following views. Okay? Having teachers who encourage students to share their ideas about things we are studying in class. And then yung mean. Verbatim ito dito. Okay? However, pagdating sa chapter 4, i-explain mo na. Okay? I-restate mo na. Right? In such a way na parang na-connect mo na yung ideas. Okay? Ng results. And ganun pa rin, highest to lowest pa rin yung discuss nito sa chapter 4. Okay. Having teachers who encourage students to share their ideas about things we are studying in class. Now, i-rephrase mo na ito. So, as if yung author na ang nagsasalita, hindi na yung respondent. Okay? So, let's go back to chapter 4. Okay, sa chapter 4, saan na ba yan? Ito. Ayan. The data shows that it is oftentimes manifested that teachers in these schools have high expectations on the students by, eto yun, encouraging students to share their ideas about the things they are studying in class. Okay, yan yung number 1. Yung number 2 naman, dito na lang tayo sa appendices. Yung number 2, 4.12 yung highest, Yung second niya is, eto, 97. Having teachers that often assign homework that helps me learn. So, paano diniscuss sa chapter 4? Requiring them to explain their answers, assigning homework and challenging tasks, discussing different interpretations of things they read. Ayan. Okay, assign homework. Okay. Having teachers that think all students can do challenging work. Okay. Discuss different interpretations of things we read, ganon. So, i-rephrase na yan, isa-isa. Lahat ng very high at saka high. So, andyan na yan. Yung the same ang thoughts. And then, yung different naman ang thought, pwedeng another sentence. Okay, so gaya nito. Students also believe that during their class before lunch, the topics are still interesting, challenging, that it really makes them think, and that they don't feel bored during this class. Ito naman, this is the result of the things they believe about the class that they have before lunch. Okay. Saan ba yan? Ayan. Believing that in my class before lunch, the topics we are studying are interesting and challenging. Believing that my class before lunch really makes me think. Believing that I don't feel bored in my class before lunch. So, all of these items, they all talk about the class they have before lunch. Okay? So, nirestate yan. Sabi dito, students also believe that during their class before lunch, the topics are still interesting, challenging, and it really makes them think and that they don't feel bored during this class. So, inisa na siya, kinombine, kinonect. And then after that, your supporting literature. Okay? So, this is in consonance with the statement of Zander. Okay, ito yun. Literature source. That the high academic expectation on students is an essential component of a positive school climate. In fact, the results of this study is similar to the findings of the study he conducted with middle high school students, in which expectations got the highest rating among all the domains of school climate. Moreover, the high-level result for this domain can be viewed as a manifestation of the statement of LER 2004, that school staff expect students to be successful in school. Also, this mirrored the results of the studies of Good 1981 and Zander 2012, which showed that imposing high expectations on the students had a positive effect on student achievement. So, meron ditong more than 3 literature support for the result on high expectations. The next indicator is support. Okay, next to expectation. So, support. So right here on the next paragraph, this is a glimpse of, this is the result from chapter 3. So it says, likewise, support also got a high level rating from the students. So you can use connectors, likewise ang ginamit kasi pareho naman sila ng expectation na high level din. Kaya likewise ang ginamit. Kapag magkaiba ang thought, you can use however. Or kung karagdagan, you can say moreover, furthermore, in addition, also. So, ganon. So, those are connectors. Likewise, or transition words. Okay. So, likewise, support also got a high-level rating from the students. The findings revealed, so therefore it tells us na galing ito sa results. The findings revealed that students oftentimes, ito yung ibig sabihin ng high level. Okay? High level. So, oftentimes feel that their teachers really care about them and that they are supportive in a way that they help them improve their work. Okay? So, this item right here, so their teachers really care about them and that they are supportive in a way that they help them improve their work. So, eto galing ito dun sa items sa questionnaires or sa items dun sa appended table. Tingnan natin. So, support yan. Punta tayo sa appendices. So, ito yung sa expectations. Hanapin natin yung support. Ito yung support nasa table 1.3. Hanapin natin yung highest. Okay, so that's 402. Kasi highest to lowest, diba? Again, sa chapter 3. So, having teachers that really care about me. Okay, that really care about me. So, eto, diniscuss sa chapter 4. Okay, students oftentimes feel that their teachers really care about them. Okay, so reported speech na siya, no? So, it's as if the author is now speaking, not the participant anymore. And then next dito 402, saan pa ba? Eto, that's having most of my teachers that will help me improve my work if I do poorly on an assignment. So, tingnan natin. And that they are supportive in a way that they help them improve their work if they do poorly in their assignments. So, ayun. So, ayan, nirephrase na siya. Okay. Another, so, eto, kinombine ito based on their thoughts, no? Based on their thoughts. So, basahin natin. The findings reveal that the students oftentimes feel that their teachers really care about them and that they are supportive in a way that they help them improve their work if they do poorly in their assignments, help them work after an excused absence, and give them feedback about their tasks. Okay? So, ito yung nagpapakita kung paano sinusuportahan ng teachers ang mga estudyante. So, saan natin makikita? Ito, tapos na yun. Next, we have having teachers that give me feedback on my assignments that's help me improve my work. So, ito yung kanina. And then, having teachers that help me make work after an excused absence. So, ito yung help them work after an excused absence and give them feedback about their tasks. Right? In addition, students also feel that teachers notice whenever they have difficulty understanding something. So, saan yan? Andito din yan. So, assignments, notice, saan yan? Ayan. Okay. Having most of my teachers that notice if I have trouble learning something. Okay. And then, yun ba yun? Having difficulty understanding something or having trouble learning something. So, para sila ng thought na nirephrase na. Furthermore, data also show that students believe that school staffs are fair in applying the same rules to all the students. So, saan yan? Dito, school staff. Ayan. So, having adults in the school that apply the same rules to all students equally. Okay. So, notice, yung mga moderate, hindi na sinali yun. Okay? Kasi hindi naman ito sinali dun sa chapter 3. Ang mga sinali, ito yung mga high. Okay? Yung may mga high lang. Right? So, again, pinapakita ko dito yung table kasi it's parang time-consuming na kung babalikan pa natin yung chapter 3. Pero sa inyo, when you write your chapter 4, base it on the items that you have in your chapter 3. Okay? Kasi andun na lahat, highest to lowest na. Kasi kung ang titingnan ninyo is yung nasa appendices na table, hindi pa siya naka-arrange from highest to lowest. So, maghahanap-hanap ka pa. Okay? So, again, when you do your chapter 4, para madali na lang, base it on your chapter 3. And then, after that, we have there the result na. Okay? Punta na tayo sa literature that supports your result. So, high level ang support, okay, ng teachers at ng mga school staff. So, this manifestation of support among teachers and school staff is in accord. Ibig sabihin, kapareho, okay, sumusuporta or supports, okay, with the Dignity Act 2014. So, ito yung source natin, which stated that it is important that students feel that they have a strong connection to the teachers and school personnel, and that they get the support they need from the school. This is also parallel to another. Ito naman, parang siya, introductory phrases. Okay? Whether yung i-introduce mong literature is supporting your result or not supporting or contradicting your result. Okay? So, if you want to show, if your result supports a specific literature, you can say, in accord with, is parallel to, echoed the result of. Okay? It's a manifestation of the result of the study of or the statement of. So, ganyan. You can use those introductory statement. Kung contradicting naman, this is in contradiction to. Okay? This is different from what author year said. Okay? This is different from the result of blah, blah, blah. Okay, so, ganon kapag contradicting. So, this is also parallel to the study of Clement Connell, 2004, which shows that students with caring and strong supportive school environment have more positive academic attitudes and values, and that they are more satisfied with the school. Okay, so basically, this literature supports the idea na meron ngang high level of support sa mga estudyante in that particular school. Okay? And that also contributes, yung high level ng support contributes to the high level of school climate. Another domain of school climate with high rating is the peer social climate. Basically, pareho lang ng format ng rules in each in the chapter 4. So, una, result muna. Okay? The result. And then, yung items, yung discussion ng items na very high at saka high. Okay? I-connect mo yung may mga the same thoughts, the same concepts. Okay? And then, after the presentation of the results per items, you can cite in another paragraph a literature that supports your results. Okay? Hanggang sa last indicator. Okay, pagkatapos sa last indicator, yung second variable naman. Okay, this time, the level of your variable 2. In this example, mathematical dispositions of grade 10 students. Okay? So, first, yung result ng overall. Okay, overall ng variable, overall mean, overall interpretation ng mean. Okay, the second objective of the study was to unearth the level of mathematical dispositions of the students. The data reveals the overall level of mathematical dispositions of grade 10 students as high, which denotes that a positively characterized mathematical disposition is oftentimes manifested. In fact, all of its 7 indicators were rated high level. Okay. Kung hindi naman lahat high, so you don't have to mention this one. So this is in accord to the pronouncement, o ito na, literature that supports the overall result. Okay. This is in accord to the pronouncement of Harris et al. 1999 that for mathematics teaching to be effective, it should not only involve mathematical concepts and procedures, but should also involve developing students' disposition towards the subject. Okay? And then, after the overall, ito na, per indicator na. So, mauna ka sa highest. Meanwhile, flexibility greatly contributed to the high level of students' mathematical disposition as it was rated nearly very high, which implies that it is oftentimes manifested. This result is indicative of students believing that it is important, o ito na yung mga items. Okay? Nirephrase na and connect na siya. Okay? The result is indicative of students believing that it is important to learn more than one way of solving math problems, and they like it when their math teachers show them more than one way of solving those problems. Tingnan natin yung sa items ng flexibility. Confidence yan. Ito, flexibility. Okay. Very high. Ito na una. Believing that it is important to learn more than one way of solving math problems. Believing that I like it when my math teacher shows students more than one way of solving math problems. So, nirephrase, Nirephrase at ginawang isa. Believing that I like it when my math teacher gives us math problems we have not seen before. So, very high and high yan. So, included sa iper-present na item. Okay, so, ayan. This result is indicative. Ayun. Indicative of students believing that, believing that it is important to learn more than one way of solving math problems. Okay. They like it when their math teachers show them more than one way of solving those problems. Okay. Also, students like it. Students kasi yung participants, kaya who likes? The students. Okay. So, students like it when their math teacher gives them math problems that they have not seen before. Okay? Kasi kukonti lang naman yung items o dinugtong na yung literature that supports the result. Pwede naman. Kung masyadong mahaba na yung paragraph for the result, pwede nyo rin siyang hatiin. Next paragraph na ang literature na nag-support. Supporting literature. Okay. So, well, in this case, inisa na lang kasi kukonti lang naman yung items under flexibility. So, this affirms the statement of Wong, 2008, that students need to learn multiple techniques and methods as well as to choose among these methods in order to accurately and efficiently solve math problems. Furthermore, the result is in consonance. In consonance, ibig sabihin, pareho lang din. With the statement of Beiranivan, 2016, which states that for the students to better understand math, teachers need to present examples and encourage alternative solutions. Ayan. So again, you can have at least merong merong isang literature na mag-support ng results niya. Pero mas mabuti if you have 2 to 3 literature that could support your result. Okay? And mga kasunod niyan per indicator, pare-pareho lang naman ng format. That's it.